after you had guys gave a good effort the last game. What are you seeing from practice this week?
Well, what we did during finals week was a lot of individual skill stuff. Guys came in almost every day. It was a good break for them. So we really felt that just in terms of the workload we've done, we gave them the day after the game off on Tuesday. Guys came in, we watched some film, but then we're able to move on, and I think it's helped our guys. We had a really good energy yesterday, just concentrating on us getting better. We have a long way to go, and each individual player has some areas that they really need to improve on for us to continue to move on as a team. So we're focusing a lot on Georgia Tech stuff, defending better, rebounding better, sharing the ball. I thought we did a good job in our transition offense the other night, and hopefully we'll be able to do the same thing on Saturday afternoon.
I noticed Jason was out there today. He missed Monday. How is his progress coming along?
I still think he's questionable for Saturday afternoon. That's a tough injury just due to the soreness and the pain that you get. I think the training staff and the doctors are doing everything they can for him. And, again, when it comes to stuff like that, I defer that to the medical staff and to the player. Jason's a junior. He's earned some credibility with me. When he tells me he's ready to go, then we'll put him back out there.
And I guess it's important to have a healthy Jason for the ACC part of the schedule.
It's important that we have a healthy everybody. Yeah. Our depth is going to have to be a key factor for our success. And I think what it does, it gives you a little greater margin of error. Marcus probably had a subpar game for what he's done for us on Monday night. And we were still able to be successful. Other guys picked it up and played better. And that's sometimes what you need. When you do rely on some younger guys, there's going to be some inconsistency there. When you rely on guys that are in new roles, there's going to be some inconsistency. Sometimes that depth can compensate for that.
On the Poole front here, with Solomon, what was the thinking there as far as go ahead and do it this way and use up the year of eligibility here, kind of in the middle? How does that?
Well, one thing is, I'm cautious on the term of using up.
Well, yeah.
Because you're not using it up.
Yeah.
He's competing every day. He's going to school.
Yeah.
So we're putting him in a position where he's making progress towards his degree, and he's getting an opportunity to experience maybe without some of the pressure that you would face if you're coming in as a freshman without anybody else around that can help you learn that position. So, and then at the same time, it wasn't a whimsical idea that we just pulled out of the thin air and said, let's do this. When we talked about him enrolling early, the first conversation was about redshirting. The second conversation was, would you be interested in playing? That was his call and his parents' call. And I was going to, whatever they decided, we were going to go with, and he wanted to give it a go and see if in some way, be it a small way, a medium way, or a big way, he could help the team.
What are the realistic expectations for a guy coming into that situation?
Well, that's the biggest thing is him and I and the family met on those expectations. And what you're really trying to do is everything that he can learn now is going to help him over the next 3 years. And give him kind of a apprenticeship into what he's going to have to be doing the next 3 years, but also earning some playing time along the way. So, my expectations are always governed on a day-by-day basis, what he learns, the habits that he starts to develop daily. It's not on a performance base and what he does in a game right now.
It helps to have his brother around, obviously. That must be a...
Yeah, because he's been here for a year, and so he's getting a better understanding of how we do things, how we operate, what's important, what our core values are, and making sure that we, live by those on a daily basis as well.
Coach, bear with me. I got one of my long-winded questions here.
It wouldn't be an interview without one.
I'm curious.
Get your snorkel.
On Solomon, the thought process, what is it? You could slow nurse him and bring him along slowly, which would be less painful in some ways. Or you can say, this guy has a skill set where if we prepare him and maybe push a little bit. He can probably help in substantial ways this year in the second half of the ACC schedule or whatever, but that might be disruptive to what you've already got going. So how do you balance that? I mean, is that again a day-to-day thing where if he's making progress, you push him that much more to integrate him not only to garbage time minutes, but meaningful minutes in meaningful games?
That is the challenge, and I think we're given a pretty good opportunity right now over the next 2.5 weeks because we don't have classes. He's able to get in, extra time. It just in the film room, meeting with me, meeting with the staff, 5-on-0 offensive review with him and his brother, and maybe a couple of our walk-ons that will come by and help us out. So all those things hopefully speed up the process. At the same time, the thing that is it's not a basketball issue because he's a talented player. He's young. He should be in high school. So there's things that will happen and that he'll have to face that, just in his experience is not going to give him an opportunity to be able to revert back and say, okay, this is how you handle this is how you handle that. And so that's the biggest challenge. And so you don't want to put him in a position where there's not success and there's frustration occurs because that's bound to happen. When those times come, you've had to build up enough where he's able, with your help and the coach's help, to kind of get through that. So that's kind of the fine line that we're going to walk probably over the next 4 to 6 weeks. When you think about it, we're 7-2 right now. We've played 9 games, so we've played less than 1/3 of the season. And hopefully, with the practice and with the games, that every single day he's made great improvements in the 4 days that he's been here. And so what we need to do is keep that moving forward. And as he gets more comfortable, we get more comfortable, and the team gets more comfortable, then we'll see if that role continues to expand.
So his pace will be dictated more by what you've seen, how he's reacting, as opposed to you all pushing.
Well, I'm a coach that pushes.
Well, that's kind of what I'm getting at.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, you're pushing him as an individual while keeping your eye on what's best for the team. Every decision I make is in regards to what's best for the team and what's going to help this team move forward in the process that we're undertaking right now. Nothing ever overrides that.